All right, so with the Fool being present, you wanting to take this new risk, you wanting to really step out is what I'm seeing. All right. You're wanting to create either some harmony. For some of you, it's like you want to start something new with someone and you're wanting to build that harmony. You want this fresh start in terms of a relationship, a friendship. I'm hearing that for some of you, you want to repair some type of family situation, but maybe you're waiting to see how this person is going to respond to you. Maybe you're waiting for an apology. So for some of you, this is related to a friend or family member situation, and maybe even a relationship. All right. And you've really been trying to, with the Strength card also coming out, you're trying to find that strength to really wait on a particular outcome or someone to come to you in order for that green light to be prominent. All right. And what we're seeing here, absolutely, with the Three of Pentacles is this partnership, because ultimately what you want to do is to come together with this person and reconnect in a way and rebuild something. And I feel like build something new. For some of you that this is pertaining to a project, you really want to start something fresh, but you want to make sure that, again, with this Temperance card, you're wanting to make sure that everything is balanced. You want to make sure that you're taking enough from this pot and having enough from that pot to kind of create something that makes sense. And you're really trying to find the strength to balance everything out in order to create this project or this partnership. Maybe you're going into business with someone. Maybe you're hoping that this person can, bring something to the table and collaborate with you in a way where the two of you can give something and to start something new. Maybe you're having some difficulties because you're feeling like you're pouring out more than the other person is. And so you're waiting to see if this person is going to be able to bring something more to the table. I'm also getting the idea that you're trying to manifest something that will bring some type of victorious change here, okay? Because change is exactly what you're needing to do. Because you are, or have been, depending on where you are in this reading, if this is something that's already happened or is currently happening, you have been in the shadows about how you're thinking or feeling, okay? Or bringing some creative ideas out into the forefront. For some of you, I feel like you might feel as if it hasn't been time to really bring some of your talents out. Maybe your suggestions, or maybe you're just reluctant to do so because you feel like it won't be received as well as you want it to be. You're not sure if it'll be received in the harmonious way that you are intending it to be. All right. So for whoever that makes sense to, this is what I'm seeing. Yeah. So I do feel like for some of you, there has been some disappointment. Some of you feel like you were hoping that someone would be taking initiative or somebody would be giving more than what they have been. And this has left you a little bit on the wounded side. Okay. I do see that you want to reconnect with this person. You do want to reconcile whatever this is because, there is a connection here with this person. So regardless if it's family or if it's a love connection, or if this is a friendship that you would like to get back to, or if this is something that you want to build with someone, a project, a relationship, a reestablishment of a relationship. But there is some disappointment here, and there is someone that is feeling wounded. Now, this could be you, Virgo. You might feel wounded because of the lack of reciprocity here. This person could feel wounded by you. I don't know, because I do see here that someone may have a wall up. There is a reason why someone is not able to give. But I also feel like for you, Virgo, that a part of you has been kind of hiding in the shadows as well. So I'm getting this energy not only from you hiding and not really expressing. But I feel like because someone that you might be dealing with could possibly be withholding their feelings, this is what has led you to also not want to show yours or to express yours. Okay. If this is a partnership as far as a project, I do feel like for some of you, you are disappointed that this has not been a give or take situation, or someone has promised you to go into business with you and you have not heard word yet and you're wanting to reconnect with them. But there definitely is something here that you're waiting on to happen. Let's see here. Okay. The Sun card pops out here. So this is definitely something that would make you happy. You know, you rebuilding or reconnecting with this person, or being able to recreate or create this partnership or project is something that definitely you feel would make you feel better. For some of you, you may have been experiencing some interruptions in terms of health. So you may be wounded in the sense of this is causing some form of depression or some type of emotional upset. I feel like this is more emotional upset, and it could also be attacking you in the physical sense. And so, but you do know that you being able to express and being able to come out of the shadows would make you feel better. Okay, this is what I'm seeing. Okay, yeah, this person has taken a break, or this person has been kind of passive is what I'm seeing with the Four of Swords. This person definitely would like to be prosperous and do something that causes something to happen in a positive outcome. But this person with the Page of Wands, I get the sense that they are waiting to either communicate, or they're also waiting to communicate with you. All right. But they are holding back. They are taking a break from this. But they too ultimately feel a sense of happiness for this communication to take place as well. So if this is a partnership and this is someone that, you know, the two of you are not speaking at this point, it's almost like the two of you have the same type of vibe. You both are waiting. Okay. It's like you're waiting for each other to be the one to come out and be the first one to break the ice, so to speak. If this is a partnership, or if this is something to do with family or a friendship, that I don't feel like this is something that was like a major fallout. It could have been, but I feel like it might have been a misunderstanding, or maybe someone had stepped back and just took a break from the relationship, the friendship, or the partnership, or no longer expressed the way that they felt, or was putting in the work in towards a project or something. The other person seemed to be the one that kind of stepped back. And so I feel like this has left a level of lack of communication here. But they too would feel better if this communication would take place, is what I'm seeing here. Yeah. Okay. So what needs to happen in this particular case is this needs to be worked on. But I also feel like this is individual work. I think that the reason why this person may have taken a back seat, and again, this could be energy that's interchanged. Maybe you were the one that took time away from a particular person, but I feel more so like this is coming from the other person. There needs to be individual work that happens on both ends, and then collectively there needs to be some work that's done as well. If for any reason, you know, there wasn't a falling out with someone in particular, but there was someone that did take a step back, it might just be that this person has something that they know that they need to work on. For some of you, like we've just mentioned, it could be the fact that they are on guard because of their past situations. Maybe they went into partnership before. Maybe they were married before. There's something that needs to be done on an individual work basis here. Some self-work that definitely needs to happen in order for this to be a happiness that happens on the collective together. So I see individual happiness and healing needed to take place here. And that is truly what needs to happen. Now let's take a look at, okay, didn't even get it out here, and here it comes. I was thinking it though. All right, so we have the Two of Pentacles. So there definitely needs to be some balance here. It looks like someone is going to try to get balanced, or someone is trying to juggle. Someone is trying to make a decision. Should they stay or should they go? All right. We're going to clarify here, but I do feel like with the Eight of Cups here, okay, it doesn't always necessarily mean moving on and moving away indefinitely. Sometimes it means moving away from something to go towards something that serves you better, okay, or serves for a better purpose. So I do feel like it's going to come down to be decision time. For some of you, it's going to be that maybe someone has been struggling with the thought of, should they stay in this or should they just go indefinitely? It could be that someone is trying to get balanced and trying to walk away from the old way of thinking or being. But let's go ahead and clarify. Yeah, I do see and feel a level of hurt here, okay? There has been an interruption in terms of happiness. I think that this was a copacetic situation at one point in time, and there was a level of heartache. Now, it could have been something from the past that rose up. Yeah. Also, I feel like there could be a question of financial stability. So if this is in terms of business, if you've been trying to get a project off of the ground, or if you've been trying to work with someone in terms of business and now they're withdrawing, maybe that person has not been as financially stable as they would like to be. In order to pull their side of the weight. Maybe they let on that they were more stable than they were, but they're trying to get it together, okay, in terms of being a little bit more prosperous so that they have something to bring to the table. All right, so for some of you, this has just been the person is kind of backing off because they know now, like, hey, you know, maybe I bit off more than I could chew. Maybe I promised and under-delivered. Maybe they sense that from you and they're thinking, you know, maybe I should just go ahead and get out of this because I'm not able to provide something that this person is. And I feel for somebody that's watching, this has to do with a friend or possibly a family member that you were going to do business with or do some type of project with. All right. In relationship, this could be the same case. Maybe someone doesn't feel as financially stable to offer you the next level of commitment, marriage, that sort of thing, because financially they're not able to. Justice. Okay. Yeah. So this is the vibe I'm getting. Someone, now this could be you, Virgo. This could go vice versa. Either you are trying to do yourself some justice and trying to figure out, should I stay or should I go? All right. Some of you may get the feeling that the person you're dealing with could possibly be dealing with someone else that they feel like they could be more prosperous, you know, with. And you're just like, well, maybe I should just back out, you know. Some of you know that the person that you're dealing with is dealing with someone else, okay? And you feel like you can do better. This is not up to what you need to do. There could be someone here that is already in a commitment or already married that you've been waiting to terminate that relationship or that marriage so that you guys can be together, and ultimately you decide just to go on and do your own thing and do yourself some justice. Okay, so this is what I'm seeing so far. This is very interesting. Let's get some wisdom of the oracle here. Let's get some overall advice pertaining to this outcome, because somebody is going to try to make a decision. Someone is trying to get more stable, and if that means leaving a situation behind, then that's what they're going to have to do. Someone is deciding either stay and see if this could be a prosperous situation, or if they should just move forward and leave it behind totally. So that pretty much sums it up for all case scenarios. You or the other person is going to have to make a decision. But I feel like ultimately, Virgo, this is your decision to make. Okay. All right. So you got the time for a nap card. All right. So let's take a look further into all of what this might be saying. I feel like for some of you, it is a timeout. You know, some of you, you just quite frankly have to put this to bed because it is not serving you. Okay. And you could be waiting for a very long time. But let's go ahead and take a look here. Yeah, this is a time to step away and to rest. Let the cares of your world go. Go into a state of non-action and allow yourself to be free of the shackles of your goals, your lists, and your desires. It says that nothing is as important as rest, detachment, and neutrality. The overly busy mind can block you from inner wisdom if you don't step back, take a seat, and rest. Be willing to let dreams surface and ideas flow through you, absent any force or conscious direction, as you observe without engagement now. Yeah, and I think that's what you've been doing, right? You've been in this stance of waiting, okay? You've been allowing this person to, you know, for some of you, do what they're going to do and say what they're going to say, and this is what you've been trying to do. But it's also that this is why you've been hanging in the shadows. You've gotten an epiphany, Virgo, and you've realized that there is a reason why things are the way that they are right now. Will you come out of the shadows? Will you express yourself? Will you move on? Or will you just take the time to just sit back and observe? And I think that for some of you, you are trying to decide what to do. The advice here is to just observe for now. I think that right now, to make a decision for some of you would be very detrimental to you because you don't know what to do. And so this is going to cause overthinking. For some of you, quite frankly, I feel like you have been waiting for a very long time, and it's time to put this to rest.